Hi everyone, the new Indigo Disk DLC has been released. This is super exciting. I've just gone ahead and updated my game for the newer version, and we do have the DLC in the game now. I'm pretty excited for this one, especially after the recent trailer. So let's see how it goes. Seems like we did get a call from Director Clevel, which is pretty surprising. This is Clevel. Do I have the pleasure of speaking with Miss Dash? I'll also be trying to do all of the dialogues for this one as well. Let's see how that goes. My, it certainly does this old heart good to be greeted with such lively response. Now, if I could take but a moment of your time, there is something we must discuss. Alright. Seems pretty suspicious. Miss Dash, you're about to be presented with an exceptional opportunity. You already know of the Unovan Region Blueberry Academy, I presume? Yep, we have heard about it in the first part of the DLC. Indeed, tales of your school trip to Kirakami with the Blueberry cohort reached even my office. In any case, the director of Blueberry Academy happened to be an old friend of mine. Ooh. And he told me that he would be delighted to host you as an exchange student to his school. That's actually pretty nice of him. I wasn't really expecting the same kind of dialogue that we did get for Kitakami over here as well. I believe it would be a fine chance for you to learn even more about the world. One should always take advantage of new challenges like this, don't you think? I would say yes. I mean, after all, we are going to a newer region now. Though I must confess, I was a bit surprised that Blueberry's director would specify you by name. Still, I think it's best that you must meet the man at least once to find out what he might be thinking. Alright, I guess we'll be meeting him in Naranjan Academy, and that is probably where we'll be heading out soon. He is admittedly a bit of a character, but not to worry. I'll be there with you when you meet him. That's good to know. I guess this is gonna be how we are gonna go there. So we definitely have to go ahead and respond to his offer by going back to the school. Now this reminds me, there are a couple of mystery gifts that are currently running. I believe there is a mystery gift for a Master Ball as well as a Gimmighoul Pokemon. So definitely I'll go ahead and share the code for both of them once we do have this initial dialogue completed. Either way, let's make our way to Naranjan Academy. I've actually completely forgotten about getting a team for this DLC, so I really don't have anything right now. Hopefully I'll be able to use my team from the initial journey that I did do for Paldia, and hopefully those Pokemons are good. Either way, if I do find a better Pokemon, I'll go ahead and switch up my team in between. Alright, here we are. Let's quickly go ahead and enter. I guess the main character will be in the entrance, so we do have to just go ahead and interact with him. Here he is. Who do we have here? I know I've seen your face somewhere before. Who were you again? I'm Dash. Oh, that's right, you're Dash. Yes, I know you. Well then, now that you're here, let's get going. At this moment, I just realized how our mask looks from behind, which is really not that great. Either way, here is our director as well. Oh, hello there, Vali. You're as lively as always. Didn't realize you were here. Of course I'm here. As director of this academy, where else would I be? That is a bit hilarious. I'm actually liking this interaction right here. And do address me more properly while students are present, would you? More importantly, what are you doing out here? I thought we agreed to meet in my office. Yeah, that is what was agreed upon. I really feel like Clevel here is actually regretting talking to him in the middle of the school. Did we? Must have slipped my mind. Also, I'm kind of guessing that his name is pronounced Serrano. Hopefully I did say that right. If not, let me know in the comment section. Alright, seems like they are discussing about me right here. I do apologize, Miss Dash. You must be terribly confused. You could say that. This is Director Cyrone of Blueberry Academy. As I mentioned on the phone, he is interested in accepting you as the exchange student. That's pretty amazing. I wonder why. Yep, that's me, Director Cyrone. Did I not mention that? One look at your young friend here makes me suspect you indeed failed to clarify that point. Yes, he did. He forgot to introduce himself. I'm also wondering if this is actually gonna be a theme for this director right here. Speaking of which, why did you request Miss Dash especially to take part in your exchange program? Excellent question, Valley. It's very simple. You see, the reason is... Seems like he has forgotten that as well. Why did I put that request? Alright, he doesn't remember. Oh, that's right. The school trip to Kitakami. Dash met some of my students there, didn't she? Alright. Yes, one of them called Carmine, I believe. She's the one who recommended you. Seems like Carmine is definitely trying to get us to Blueberry Academy right there. Now that I've gotten to meet you for myself, yeah, I've got a good feeling about you. That's nice. I'm kind of sensing that we are the only student that's actually going to Blueberry Academy at this point. So all we have to do is just go ahead and talk to him. But of course, he is quite enthusiastic right here, although he did forget quite a few stuff. Either way, it's pretty nice to see a couple of new people being added to this DLC. Alright, as usual, Clevel is kind of thrilled for us, which I understand. As far as the trailer goes, I have seen that this one will be a double battle DLC, so it's gonna be a bit trickier than the Kitakami DLC for sure. I'm also not that good at strategizing, so I'm pretty interested to see how this is gonna go. As usual, we have Director Serrano here agreeing to go ahead and look after us as one of his students. I hope this experience leads you to even more you can treasure. Yep, I'm pretty sure it will. Best of luck to you. And there he goes. I guess that's all on the initial dialogues that we do have. Hopefully we don't have too many dialogues like how we had in Kitakami. Either way, we do have to go ahead and talk to him to go to Blueberry Academy. I think we are ready. As far as the Pokemon go, I don't think I have to really pull up my team right now. So let's make our way to Blueberry Academy and see what happens there. Alright. Hopefully this time the game doesn't lag. I know that it did lag a bit when I was playing Kitakami. I'm really not sure if it's just my game or my equipment. Either way, hopefully that doesn't happen here. As usual, we do have this intro screen right here, which I think is super nice, especially this part to Indigo Disk. I believe we get more visuals on the place itself, so let's go ahead and see that. Here it is. This is the entrance. Ta-da! You're here. Welcome to my Grand Blueberry Academy. Ooh, it is underwater though. This is actually just the entrance. The school itself is mostly underwater. Isn't that amazing? Oh, and did you notice? Look at how blue the place is. I can't tell you how long I spent picking the perfect blueberry color. Alright, let's see, what else? Perhaps you have something you would like to ask me? To be honest, all these three questions are pretty important. I definitely want to know the answer for all of them. But I think I'll go with the first one right here. Let me know in the comment section what he tells for the other two questions. Well, it's very simple. It's because the school building is attached to an underwater plant that develops natural resources, right? That's what I've heard. That's actually a pretty interesting concept right there. And it seems like we are introduced to a new character called Lacey right here. Alright, do we have a guest today? We do. Dash here is a part of the exchange program. Make her feel welcome, eh? Hold on, this is the exchange student from the Paldean region. Pretty interesting character design right here. I suppose I didn't introduce myself, did I? I'm Lacey. You must really be something special, you know. It's rare for Director Serrano to remember the name of a new student. At this point, I believe that's true. Anyway, actually, I've got an idea. Why don't you explain how things work around here, Lacey? He's definitely trying to push out all of his responsibilities on her. You want me to do it? Well, yeah. You know, this tour guide stuff isn't my strong suit. Yep, that's what I can see. Well, that's certainly true. But still, I imagine there must be someone more suitable than me. Now I really don't know what to say. Oh, please don't take it like... It's not that I don't want to show you around or anything. I mean, it kind of sounded like that. Director Serrano just has this bad habit of pushing his duties on me, you see. Yup, I totally believe that as well. And it's just not right. Really letting me have it today, aren't you? That she is. That said, this might be my chance to get to know the new student everyone's been talking about. I wonder why. I really wonder why. That decides it. I'll take on this task. Excellent. Now then, let's head straight down the bridge to the entrance. On you go. Alright, I guess this is our chance to go ahead and explore the entrance of the academy. Just decide to go ahead and save the game before we move on. I'm pretty sure we don't really have anything important right here at the entrance. But I think we will have a battle like how we had in the beginning of Kitakami. As for the battle, I just have a random set of Pokemons in my team right now. These were the Pokemons I was just using before the DLC was out. So I'll try to kind of use them myself. As usual, we do have a bit of more explaining to be done right here. I'm gonna go ahead and skip out this dialogue as it's mainly on how the battling actually works right here. But one thing that I was pretty surprised is Lacey asking us about crystallization right here. This is surprising. I wonder how they were able to actually achieve it here underground. Hopefully we do get an explanation for that as well. Either way, in this case, we are gonna be battling Lacey right here, which is, I would say, tricky. I think all double battling is tricky. You never know when your Pokemon is gonna go down. And especially since I just have a couple of random Pokemon in my team, I wonder if I will actually survive this battle. If not, at least I have saved the game, so I can definitely go ahead and reset it. Either way, let's see what will happen next. Ooh, alright. So it seems like Serrano really wants us to actually battle, which means we are gonna have a battle right here. Of course, Legacy is up to apologizing to us as usual. Either way, I'm pretty excited for this battle. Let's see how it goes. As far as I've heard or seen in the internet, apparently this battle will be with higher level Pokemon. So I do have to be a bit careful. I believe I have a couple of really good Pokemons up in front. It's quite lucky that I had two ground type Pokemons. She did actually use electric type Pokemons right there. The reason I'm able to kind of tackle this battle probably will be because of that. So hopefully you have a ground type Pokemon in your team if you are going against Lacey right here. Alright, it's a bit tricky. I think Cloudzyre might go down. After all, Garchomp is using Earthquake. Ooh, seems like Plusle did get hit more than Minun. But if we are able to survive, I should be able to take her down. Now I'm going completely blind on this DLC. I haven't really seen any details on the internet other than the fact that Cerebi did actually mention that this one is going to be a bit tougher and more competitive, as the Pokemon themselves and trainers will actually have a strategy in taking you down. So definitely I do have to be a bit more careful, but other than that I'm really not sure what is up ahead. Hopefully I do have a couple of Pokemons with whom I'll be able to go through this game. At least we had a really good start right here and we were able to take down both the electric Pokemons. I believe she has one more Pokemon left and it's a Ekurill. Alright, I am not prepared for this. I guess I'll go with Earthquake again. I'm pretty sure Cloudzyre is gonna go down right here. So I might have to switch out. Thankfully I do have a Dracage which I recently got in Paldea, so I'll actually be able to use it. I also have the shiny Lucario, which was a mystery gift that we recently received. If you haven't gotten this mystery gift, I'm gonna go ahead and link a video for it right here. We do get 2 different Pokemon, so go ahead and get this mystery gift before it ends. Either way, it seems like I was able to take it down regardless. There we go. I guess I just got a bit more lucky right here. If I did have a wrong Pokemon, like a water type Pokemon, I guess I would have really struggled with this battle. Alright, let's see what she has to say now that we have defeated her. Spectacular, you're really talented. I wish I could have seen you terrestrialize one of your Pokemon though. I would love to see how someone from Paldea does it. The students here at Blueberry Academy only were recently issued with Terra Ops, so I hope you'll be able to teach us more. It seems that we should have terrestrialized. I guess she would have a different dialogue. So if you are playing this game, go ahead and try terrestrializing your Pokemon in the battle and let me know what dialogue she does give for that as well. We also received a new uniform from the director, which I think is really nice. It's pretty plain and simple but does look pretty good on us. Right here I also received the Indigo style card, which I guess I want to really use it. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to Paldea and we are gonna try out a couple of different hairstyles before I do end out this episode. I guess the next thing for us to do is check out the Delirium, but before that let me make my way back to Paldea and get my hairstyle changed. I also need to go ahead and heal up my team members, so let me quickly do that. In the meantime, I'm also going to go ahead and show how to get both the mystery codes that I just discussed on, so that you can all go ahead and get these Pokemons. Now for the first mystery gift, it is the Master Ball. All you have to do is click on get via internet. Make sure that you have your game connected to the internet. You should be able to receive this gift. This mystery ball is pretty helpful. We do have a lot of new legendary Pokemons in this DLC, so I'm pretty sure I'll be using this one. I'm actually pretty surprised that we are getting so many new mystery gifts now that we have a new DLC that has been released. Either way, it's pretty helpful. As for the second gift, you actually have to go ahead and type this code out. The code is right here on screen. It's called See You in Paldea. Quickly go ahead and type this one down. This mystery gift Pokemon will be available until November 30th of 2024. So you do have around 1 year to get this Pokemon, but I would recommend getting it right away. Especially if you want to use a Gholdengo in your team. This is actually a Gimmighoul. You definitely do have to evolve it, but it is a pretty cool Pokemon. This distribution did begin to celebrate the Paldean wins. I believe we had the last episode for it being released today. And that's the reason why we have this mystery gift right here. Now that I have received all the mystery gifts, I think it's time for me to go ahead and check out all the new hairstyles that is actually available for us. Here is the Gimme Ghoul. It does have the upbeat mark, which is pretty nice. But I think I will be skipping on using it on my team. As for the rest of the Pokemons, I'm gonna go ahead and try to use them for a bit more. Maybe in between the next episode, I'll try to go ahead and switch them out. I have a feeling that if I don't do that, I probably will struggle like how I struggled in the beginning of Kitakami. Either way, here we are in Mazagusa City. I believe we have a hairstyle shop right here. Now that we are in the saloon, let me quickly go ahead and talk to them. Hopefully we have a lot more different styled hairdos. As usual, hairstyling is 3000 Poké Dollars, but here are all of them. Modern Beehive, which is not my style. Choppy Bob, no thank you. Never gonna try this one out either. I think I would go for the other ones. Now this is a hairstyle I really like. Tousled Bob. Maybe I'll keep this one or this one. The wild curls kind of looks like my hair, so I might go with it. Braided top knot is pretty cool. Bantu knots are pretty cool as well. And this one I believe is the last hairstyle. Never mind, we had one more. There we go. All the hairstyles after Undercut Bob are all that are available for this new DLC. For now, I'm gonna go ahead with this hairstyle. I think this one suits my character's face more. I might go ahead and change the color of the hair, because why not? Let's go with Wine Red. This is a pretty unique hair color and I haven't really tried this one out on this character. There we go. So this is gonna be my new look for this new DLC. Now that this is done, I'll go ahead and make my way back to the Blueberry Academy and we can go from there. As usual, switching back and forth is pretty easy with the maps. I think we have seen this one in Kitakami as well, so I'm quickly gonna go ahead and do that. Here we are back in the Blueberry Academy. I think this color is super nice. I believe we have to go through the entrance right there, but before doing that, let me quickly run around here to see if we have anything else that is left. Alright, seems like nothing else is there, so we are gonna go ahead and head right here. We do have a map that is much similar to our own academy. This is something I might have to check out later. But for now, we are in a passage. This is probably underground. As far as I know, we are supposed to be underwater at this point. And here is the exit. We do get another small cutscene. Let's see what is there. Alright, so I believe we have seen this one in the trailer itself, but it does look super nice. We also have both Lacey and Serrano coming with us, which is really helpful. This is it, the park beneath the sea that gained renown around the world. Our very own terrarium. We may be underwater, but the projectors built into the wall and ceiling make it feel like we're actually outside, don't they? We have been able to create a comfortable environment for Pokemon through technology. I designed all of this myself, and believe me, it wasn't cheap. I don't think so either. Within this zone, there are 4 distinct biomes. Here we have the nice and toasty subtropical savanna biome. Then off to your right, you'll see the breezy tropical coastal biome. Further out to your left, you'll see the craggy, crunchy, rugged canyon biome. I think this one's super pretty. Last but not least, way out in the distance, we have the Arctic and snowy polar biome. Each biome's air temperature and humidity level are regulated with utmost care. That's why you can find complete different Pokemon species living in each. Tell me, Dash, which biome tickles your fancy off the bat? I definitely think it's the canyon biome. Mountains are one of my favorite areas, so definitely that is the way to go. I wonder if we can actually go ahead and roam around all of these biomes by ourselves, or if there is actually a set path. We're also able to heal our team members in self-serving healing machines. Alright. Seems like Lacey has a pretty interesting question to Director Serrano right here. But don't you know already, Lacey, that, oh, I get it. In that case, let me show you. The reason is actually above our heads right now. That there is a terrarium core which presides over all that happens in the terrarium. It contains a fluid. When we have jam-packed full of special material from Paldia, it constantly emits terrestrial energy. That's what allows the Pokemon to terrestrialize in the dome. Wonderful, well said, sir. That's exactly right. Though I still don't know what the special material is within the terrarium core itself. It's never been shared publicly, has it? Oh, you must know. Well, in fact, it's... Now, what was it? I've plumb forgotten. Briar put it all together, so I'm not certain myself. Seems like Professor Briar has been pretty busy. Here's an announcement for us where there is a class for us in the coastal biome. I guess that is where we have to go first. Oh, it looks like you are just in time to see a class session too. This is too good of a chance to pass up. Won't you join us, Dash? You can get a first taste of our school classes. Sure, why not? Teehee, I do love to see that sort of enthusiasm. I'll go ahead and register the terrarium map to your Rotom phone for you. Alright. I wonder what else we do get before we start exploring. It's fun to take a stroll through the terrarium on your own. That is what I was personally hoping as well. And I think that is what is gonna happen. We do have to make our way to the coastal biome for our first class. So that is gonna be our first task. But of course, before that, I'm just gonna try and see what else we have that is actually available for us to experience right here before we go to the coastal biome. We also got the Blueberry Pokédex from the director, which is pretty helpful. I'm pretty sure we have a lot of new Pokemons to catch. For now, we are gonna focus both on catching Pokemon as well as trying to get to the class. I myself am actually interested in completing the Pokédex, so I'm gonna show all the Pokemons that are available at least in the Savannah biome before I go to the coastal region. If I do miss out any Pokemon that you might have seen, let me know in the comment section. I'm gonna go ahead and try to catch that Pokemon as well. Either way, there goes Lacey. She is right in front of the, I believe it's the Pokemon Center. I'm gonna go ahead and keep exploration for the next episode, as we did actually have a lot of dialogue in this one. I think exploring the Savannah biome as well as making our way to the coastal biome is gonna be something I'll be able to take up in one video. But of course, before ending this one, it seems like we have an old friend right here. It is the photographer Perrin. Hey, wait a minute, don't I know you? That's right, my old partner. How are you, partner? I mean Dash. Whoa, Perrin. That's right, good old Perrin is still kicking around. You're doing well yourself, eh? I sure appreciate all the help that you gave me back in Kitakami tracking down the Blood Moon Beast. That was pretty fun. I never thought I would bump into you like this. How about I teach you a new pose to celebrate? So we get a newer one. Oh, but what about the Growlithe I interested you? I hope you have put him on your team sometime and do a bit of adventuring together. That is something I have to look back up to. So you're here as some sort of exchange student? What a coincidence. I just started working here as a photographer, of course. Hehe, yeah, it's pretty much is, right? Though I'm still sort of waiting to hear if the school likes my work, to be fair. They say they want snapshots of the terrarium and the students and all of the upcoming marketing stuff. So, how about some photos of you? Speaking of photos, I've got a hot tip I could give. Interesting. But if I told you, I bet you would just go running right now. How about this? I'll snap some candid shot of you catching a ton of Pokemon in the terrarium. Don't worry, you won't even notice I'm nearby. Alright. If I make enough headway in my work by the time you register, say 200 Pokemons in the Blueberry Academy Pokédex, I'll share the hot tip. Pretty interesting. So I guess that is something we have to look out for. I don't think it's too much of an issue. I am focusing more on catching all the Pokemon, so I should be able to do it pretty fine. Either way, I think this is a good place for me to end out this first episode. In the next one, I'm gonna go ahead and explore this biome right here before moving on to the coastal biome. It's gonna be pretty interesting and exciting. Hopefully you all are playing this game as well, and let me know in the comment section what you think about this DLC. Either way, thank you all for watching this episode. If you liked it, please put a like, and if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to my channel as it does help me a lot. If you'd like to support me more on Patreon, check out the links in my description, and I'll see you all in the next one.